Hi, and welcome to the Carolina Sports District, the #1 youth sports show in the Carolinas, also known as TCSD. Let's go! Everyone, Halloween was yesterday. I hope you guys had a wonderful evening. I had so much candy, but I brushed my teeth, and I hope you guys did too. Well, we had a great weekend last weekend. We saw so many fantastic games. We got to see a rematch between the Gerrod Redskins and the Northside Hurricanes. It was a nice game to see. We also got to see a stellar Powder Puff game on the Gerrod Redskins field. Well, you know the pound-for-pound top 20 rankings are constantly changing. We'll show you who's #1 this week, but before we do any of that, let's get into those highlights. Come on. We start the weekend at Vance High School, where the Tiny Mite Mooresville Bulldogs took on the Northeast Dolphins. It was homecoming for the Dolphins, who had only one loss this season. It was a great defensive battle as both teams started their first possession with a loss. The Bulldogs showing that they meant business with this tone-setting hit. Bam, I gotcha, man. With the Bulldogs up 8-0, the Dolphins find an opening, and he is going to run for a 65-yard touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good, and the game was tied 8-8, sending this game into overtime. The Bulldogs score on their possession, grinding right up the middle, but the PAT was no good. The Dolphins ball now, and it looks like they are headed in for the tie, but they fumble on the goal line. Bulldogs ball, and Bulldogs win in a nail-biter, 14-8. We move now to the CMYFL as the #20 pound-for-pound ranked 9U Providence Volunteers took on the University Gators at West Charlotte High School. The Volunteers defense living up to the hype with this tone-setting hit. The game would remain scoreless at the half. In the third quarter, the Volunteers get on the board with this 6-yard completion. The Volunteers stay in attack mode, scoring this time on a 17-yard double reverse with a stiff arm. Curtain call alert. 13 seconds left in the game. The Gators throw a desperation pass that ends up being intercepted. Volunteers attempting to make it a pick six. It ends up being stopped at the 24-yard line. Volunteers win this one 14-0. Next, we go back to Gerrod's Cheshire Field, where we saw the rematch from 2 weeks ago between the Junior Pee Wee Northside Hurricanes and the Gerrod Redskins. This time's its playoffs. Redskins won the first one 6-0. It was all defense again with a scoreless first half. Redskins finally get on the scoreboard with this grab from 45 yards out. Nice catch, tall guy. He's going for the run. Very nice. The Redskins offense just became a well-oiled machine with the passing and running game really clicking this time. The Skins run away this time, winning 20-0. But check this out. The very next day, we were able to find out where Gerrod got some of their talent from, as we saw the mothers and friends of Gerrod play in their second annual Powder Puff game. Dressed in pink was Team the Pink Ladies, and in the jersey, Team Dem Girls. Pink Ladies start off early with a 75-yard run. Looks like she's really going in for the touchdown, but it was called back. Pink Ladies were not very pleased with that call. Pink Ladies quarterback showing she could throw aside the pocket. 0-0 at the half. Dem Girls get a spark of life as they move the chains with this nice run here. But the Pink Ladies were the first to get on the board off the new bump and run as the Gerrod RG3 put on the burners for a 40-yard touchdown. Go quarterback! Pink Ladies' momentum carried over to the defense as they get an interception. Two plays later, Pink Ladies score another touchdown, this time with a different quarterback, going up 12-0. Dem girls finally put a drive together, moving the chains with this nice run here. Come on, stay on your feet. There you go. Dem girls finally get on the board with a touchdown pass, but the Pink Ladies win this game 12-6, and what a great game it was. We love to see how the moms and friends support their sons on the field, and we know they like to celebrate a little after the game. Of course, they had to do some dancing. Looked like they were going for the wobble with this one. I wish I could have been out there with them. Great game, ladies. Way to show the boys where they really get their talents from. Now we move on to the game of the week. Some interleague play as the CMYFL 14U Ballantyne Gators took on the Mint Hill 8th grade GCYAA. The Mint Hill defense came ready to play, doing what they do best, and that's not give up any yards. They later showed their offense as just as dangerous with this nice 29-yard grab for a touchdown, going up 8-0. Up 15-0 in the second quarter, Mint Hill went back to the air, this time for a 10-yard connection, going up 22-0 at the half. The Gator defense woke up in the second half, keeping the Mint Hill offense scoreless, but the Mint Hill defense was just too much. Mint Hill wins this game of the week 22-0. The tip of the week this week is to remember to set your clock back 1 hour as we fall back into daylight savings time. Because the game of the week between the Ballantyne Gators and the Mint Hill 8th graders was a scrimmage, it does not count for their wins or losses, but we told them to put their rankings where their mouths are. So because the Mint Hill 8th graders won, they will switch rankings with the Ballantyne Gators, putting them in a higher seat. As you can see, we have a new #1 seat in our pound for pound top 20 rankings. Congratulations to the Mint Hill Mountaineers. We are constantly seeing changes in these pound for pound top 20 rankings, and they will continue to change as we go through playoffs and championship games. Now remember that the final champions of the pound for pound top 20 rankings will not be named until the last league has played in their city championships. Now we do have some teams that are fighting for a spot on the rankings. 11U Charlotte Cardinals and some red hot team out of the Big South. So hold on to your spot. You never know what's going to happen week after week, and we are certainly looking out for those teams. We've been hearing word that there are a lot of teams that have long winning streaks, up to 7 years undefeated. If you are one of those teams, let us know so we can keep track. Now, Thanksgiving tournaments are coming up. We know that there will be one out of Rock Hill, Charlotte, and Huntersville this year. And we heard they're looking for some of the top 20 teams to face off against each other in their Thanksgiving tournaments. So see if you can get your team involved in a tournament over the holiday weekend. Now, our very own Josh Diggs had something to say about those Thanksgiving tournaments. If you check out our website, you will find his blog under Dig This. We want to know, can you dig it? This week's game of the week will be a championship game in the GCYAA as the Mighty Might G-Top Sabres take on the Northside Hurricanes. As a mad scientist, I've often wondered, can a saber survive a hurricane? I don't know, but I sure like to find out. Sabres, hurricanes, fire! Now, Big South, we haven't forgotten about you. We will definitely be making it out to your championship games. As we bring the show to a close, we want to remind you, please send us rosters of your team so that we can know everyone's name and give you a shout out on the show. We also want you to continue to send in your TCSD Let's Go videos. You can text messages them off of your phone. We know you got those handy dandy new phones. Just send us a text of you and your friend saying it and we'll put it on the show. Also, if you get on the show, we're going to come out to your game to support you like you support us. As always, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and right here on YouTube. And folks, there you have it.